Beautiful souls, there was nothing unusual about today's reading, but what stood out was a pure passion, resilience in adversity. And I know that one of our subscribers commented about either attending one of his events, maybe an interaction or a course, something along those lines, and not feeling great afterwards, but feeling great during. So the field responded in high vibration. And that means that the energy that he is holding, that's coming directly from him, through him, and that he is maintaining at such a high rate, is simply electrifying. And that means that when you return to your own surroundings, your environment, that contrast can feel like a crash. So that is something to bear in mind. There was a self-sustaining energy in the field, and that current just ran and ran and ran, and it was so well oiled that a relaxation was there, which is one of the keys in success and anything that you want to attract to you. But let's get to the reading, beautiful souls, and feel for yourselves. I send you love and blessings. Enjoy. Okay, let's see what we've got here. There's a pure passion here. There's a pure passion. Passion in its purest form. This is passion in its purest form, connected to the fire element. Yes, this is someone that's actually been able to channel much pain, suffering, hardships, emotions such as anger, rage, resentment, bitterness. They've managed to just funnel it all into a divine purpose. And in this divine purpose, let me just skip that there. And in this divine purpose, you will be able to see energy that, because in that energy there, yes, right here, feels very young. It's very young, but it has been able to move outside past a specific parameter, and in that it is simply exuding out into his field in the most enlightening, effective and motivating way. Motivating. This is a clear source. I'm actually gonna pause that. This is a clear source for message. This is a very clear source for action. What this means is that if you are near this individual, his field, his energy, that simply once more it just exudes out, it just touches the masses. And when it does that, when you interact with someone like this, then you simply want to get up and move. You simply want to do. You simply are able to see what's been preventing you from getting up and doing, taking action. And the messages are able to reach a certain part of the being where many aren't quite able to effectively do.
And it's only people who hold clear channels, a clear source, that are able to do something like this. High energy. High energy. It makes you want to get on that roller coaster and ride the waves with him. You want to get on board. Wherever he's going, you want to get on board, join that. Because it moves mountains. It moves mountains. Let's see him at a more recent time. It's still there. It's still there. And that pure passion still exudes from within his body into his field. Into his field. A direct impact to those who are in the same room as him. There's certainly a battle taking place, an ongoing battle that he himself has been managing. Let me just see. And that clear battle he has been managing is fight. It's a fight for life. It is a fight for life. What else is he doing? What else is he doing? What else is he doing? He's fighting for life. Fighting for a cause. Yes. He is using this funnel to move through layers of constructs that have been so well acclimatized in the collective consciousness. Frames upon frames of mental structures, emotional structures that keep you in a place that is quite painful. And it makes you feel lost in the world. It makes you feel lonely, like there's no help, like no one can help you. But what he is doing is he is saying there is help. And then he is paving the way to say, these are the steps that you take. This is what you do. And there are examples in his field, hundreds and thousands of examples in his field of these actions. So he is very well versed. He is very well versed. Yes. And back to the very first clip. You have someone, a living example, who has simply moved, transmuted such pain, adversity. A living example, a lot of suffering. But he's used it, he's drived it to access. That's the key here. Is how he's opened the doorway to access divine purpose and to ignite the fire of pure passion that still lives through him to this day. That still lives through him to this day. Despite all of this energy, the vibrational state, this actual standpoint here, is very gentle. It's gentle and calm. So if you knew him on a personal level, on a private level, this is what you would experience in those personal interactions. A gentleness, calm. There's no chaos here. It's not erratic. This is a very well balanced and rounded person who has worked with their emotional states and energetic states so clearly, that now, at this stage, and most likely many years before this clip, life and the work that he does simply becomes effortless. It simply becomes effortless. And that means that he can then go out to do and create other projects because there aren't any entanglements. There's no noise of interference. It stays within this realm of clarity that he has built, and that is solid foundations. That takes a lot of energy, courage to create that, to manage that, to maintain it, that clear source. Let's see if there's a final message here. There's a two worlds that collide. There's a two worlds that collide. When the two worlds collide, it causes this explosive transcendence. And the two worlds that collide is that one being of a lower nature in frequency, and you could equate that to people, the collective, groups, societies who live in a way that is where he began. It's where he began. And then as he has accessed this state, a whole new reality then awakens. It awakens and he arrives into that awakened reality. And when one does that, one is then able to access, to receive so much more information about life, but the more philosophical meanings and translations of life. And then the formulas arrive of how you can simply master money, finances, health, well-being, emotions, energy, the mental states, relationships, all of it, all of those spheres. He is living in that realm. And once more, the entire vibration of that realm is clear. So then that, and then the other worlds, they collide to create that explosion. And that is him. That is his role here. That's what he is here to do. And that's because his vessel is able to manage that. It's unique. It is unique. Because it's the kind of energy that you would find at a sacred site, and that has been held in a structure, a sacred structure, for a history of time, for a history of time. So then when that comes out to meet the world, it's like, wow, you've got the key. And if you pass that key around, others can then do the same and access this place. Some may see it as a level, but he is bringing the two worlds. And his unique energy is able to show you, awaken, awaken, awaken. Okay. Beautiful souls, you requested Tony Robbins. Share with me in the comments section if that felt familiar, if you resonated with what was coming through in any of those messages from that reading. That energy was self-sustaining, and I could have continued. I could have just gone on and on and on, and it was stable. And as I shared in that reading, it was completely free from interference, from noise, distractions, in anything that would take you away from this kind of focus. He has certainly accessed something from a long, long time ago. And the energy that is working through his field is working for him. It's working for him. It's a place where you can really relax, still taking action, still creating, still doing, still moving forwards, but in a completely relaxed state. And I'm going to leave it there. Love and blessings, beautiful souls. Love and blessings.